Hey guys, it's Christy with Sun 10 Lotus Tarot, and I wanted to come to you with this other rendition of chess versus life versus tarot and how they all interact, and to help us on our path of evolution. And this is how my mind works, yo. It's super weird, but it's pretty fun to do something different and to try and get you to understand how we all have this great and wonderful, perfect ability to grow, and it's pretty exciting, you know. So here I am. So we're back, and we're here to talk about rooks, okay, and in chess, and they're at the end here of our little board, and they become super important towards the end of the game. And this is why the end of the game, that's the wrong wording, because if we're talking about the chessboard of life, it's like they're there for us, to support us, to they're like these little prizes, you know, that can make or break certain decisions in our life, on our life path, you know, if we're trying to move forward in our life. And these two I equate to very special energy within the deck. Excuse me. This is Mercury retrograde, and I'll say that again, and it's going to take me a long time to say it very, very slow, because I'm sure I'll fumble my words if I don't. But the rooks, the high priestess, and the hierophant, okay? These two rooks, they're like wild cards, right? Is the way that I like kind of equate them in the deck, because these are very special gifts that some people have, and some people never have or know how to utilize them correctly, right? And this is true with all of us. We all have this little thing called intuition, right? Intuition and an inner knowing. We all have it. We all have the capability to exercise it like a muscle within us. It's like, you know, that first gut instinct that we have on a lot of things in our life that come up. It's like we have the ability to decide in a moment, you know, is this feeling that I'm having, is there any relevance to it on my path of gaining knowledge, or being able to make the right decision, or being able to understand the repercussions of a decision or a movement, or something that happens within my life. How can I discern? You know, how can I really use that inner knowing of all of those lessons that I've learned in the past? And this is like a bit of a bigger energy than just a king or queen. This is like somebody has to take special care of our inner knowing and our ability to look to God when we need to look to God, or to say, you know what, this is completely out of my moral compass, and this is an inner knowing and an inner, it's a deal breaker, you know. This could take me out, or this could take my path and completely put it on a whole different trajectory that I didn't foresee, you know, because the high priest and the high priestess, they foresee, you know, and sometimes almost a little bit more than the average Joe, you know. And so it's like, because they've exercised that muscle, they've taken note of it, they've practiced, they've actually, it's like a it's almost an evaluation, right, of what has my gut told me in the past, and what was I right about and what was I wrong about. And it's not just a split decision maker, it's a guided thought process. And sometimes we lose sight of that, or we don't adapt to things that are happening in our life, and it's like the rest of the tarot deck is our life, you know. These are decisions, these are the things that are occurring in our everyday human experience, in our simulated human experience, how we see things, how we perceive them. And it's like, you know, what are you going through at this time? What are you dealing with? What's on your plate? And that could be any card. Like, are you, you know, are you celebrating right now? You know, are you a little nervous about the next move? You know, are you carrying a big load on your back that maybe you need to just, kind of decipher and discern, like, maybe I need to put some things down and really think this through a little further, or maybe you're stuck in your head about, like, is this right or wrong? Well, the Rooks help us on that journey big time, especially when we're getting a little bit up there in age, or we have maybe we've been here for longer, than like past lives and things like that, and we've done this before, whatever it is that you believe. But it's like, sometimes some people are born with these gifts that can be practiced and discerned and used in order to make really great decisions in life. And so yeah, like, think of the rest of the tarot deck as your data, your information, your circumstances, all those things that are floating through the universe at any given moment that we have to either perceive in a way that is good for us, or in a way that could regress us, or put us on a path that doesn't evolve us further, but yet actually keeps us stuck or stagnant in an energy that we don't like, that we aren't, as our Creator created us to be. It's just not who we want to be. Excuse me, thank you. And that doesn't matter if it's circumstantial, if it's something that has nothing to do with you but is occurring around you. But what can you control in that moment? And that's literally just you, your decision making, your knowing, your intuition, your ability to foresee or take hindsight and utilize it for your future. So yeah, that's my idea of what the the Rooks. I probably already said bishop once. See, this is Mercury retrograde. And so that's why these videos are going to be super fun over the next few days. Plus, it's like full moon energy, I think, in the next few days or something. So who knows? But so bear with me. Laugh at me. Do whatever. It don't matter. It's all good in the hood. So we got Rooks, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant, or the High Priest. It's like these are special people, and the Rooks are just as special for the chessboard. They can make a lot of moves, a lot of moves that the other pieces can't make. And same way with these, So I want you to start to recognize that you all have the capability, we all do, of utilizing a gift within us. That's our intuition, that's our inner knowing, that's our inner moral compass, that's our hand to God to say, hey, if this is too heavy, maybe I need to hand it over to you. I can't do this one on my own, and it's like this is our time frame in these moments that we're utilizing all of these tools that we always have available to us if we're willing to perceive it. Are you willing to begin to believe it, to have faith in it, to think about it, to put your energy towards the good and in the evolution of it, in the growth of it? Or are you only willing to see everything that's occurring around you that you may or may not possibly have control over, And I don't care what's going on in any given moment. We all deal with a whole lot of junk, don't we? And so it's like, I just want you to think of these court cards, and even, excuse me, sorry about that little ear itch. Don't know where that came from. But like, start to think of even the major arcana of the tarot as just circumstances, and even if they're big circumstances, you still have the capability to run the show. You're the only one in charge of you to make a change in your life, to transform, to transmute energy from negativity to positivity, or to learn from experiences and grow from them. And even when you're losing, even when it seems like you're down for the count, or you might be checked in the process of life, we grow, we have the ability to choose in that moment in time how we're going to see it, how we're going to live with it, how we're going to move forward from it, how we're going to grow from it. So I hope that this has helped you. Just learned about the Rooks. Now we're on to the God and Goddess of the chess and tarot, and we'll be back with that video. So stay tuned.